y'all, I'm Coco.
I'm Mac, and welcome to
Coco Mac Lifestyles.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about consent.
Mm-hmm.
And in an ideal world, we wouldn't have to make this video, and nobody would have to watch it. However...
Y'all ashy, so we got to make it, because y'all ashy.
Not the words I was going to use, but okay. Well, let's get down to it.
Yes. Y'all know what consent means? If you don't, then you really need to listen to this video.
This is going to be one of those videos, huh? Okay. So here's the thing. Everybody knows, at least in some capacity, that you need consent in order to have ethical relations. I don't feel like a lot of people understand that consent doesn't only apply to sex. I feel like there are a lot of people out here who are trying to place their dominance or their submission on somebody without consent, and that's just as not cool.
Nope. Nope.
So there are a lot of nuances here.
Yeah. Consent is a very blanketed word, but there are a lot of pieces to consent that people don't consider. Consent is an acknowledgement of boundaries. Consent is an acceptance of boundaries, right? You cannot have consent without that's it, right? I don't give consent to do something that is a hard limit for me. You see what I'm saying? I don't give consent for you to call me a pet name if you are not my dominant. We can get real deep with it, because first of all, let me just start with that one. Yes, it is going to be that kind of video.
All right.
I am not your baby girl. I am not your kitten. I will knuckle up on you for trying to give me a pet name in the comments of a Facebook post. Like, what? No, absolutely not. You need consent for that. Now, there are going to be some people who are like, oh, it's whatever. Babe, you should probably work on your boundaries. Because if they can call you a pet name and they have absolutely no claim to you in your dynamic, that opens the door for a lot of disrespect.
There is a such thing as implied consent.
Yes.
And while that is true, a lot of people don't understand when they have it and when they don't.
And a lot of y'all niggas don't.
And the thing is, if you have to wonder, if you have any questions,
you ain't got it.
Then you need to be asking questions, because it's not okay. I thought isn't a good excuse.
Well, we was talking and I just figured no. Well, you're a dominant and you don't have a sub, so I just figured I could. No. Y'all be wildin'.
I flew her all the way out here, so.
No.
and this is an important one that actually I'm going to piggyback off of that one, because consent can be taken back.
Absolutely.
And no amount of money you spent, no amount of time you invested, no amount of anything gives you an entitlement to anything from anyone.
For any length of time. Because I gave you my submission today, doesn't mean that you've earned it tomorrow. And at any given time, I can be like, you know what? I'm good.
I try to, not be the controversial one in any given setting. But one of the big ones that I hear a lot is she was talking all that shit, this, that, and the other. And then once we got here, all of a sudden, a lot of y'all niggas weird.
Super weird. And she just don't like you no more.
And when you get in person, they can feel that weirdness. And so all of the turned on stuff that they were feeling when you were in Facebook messages.
Dried in the Sahara, baby. Gone. Because y'all niggas weird.
And you have to accept that. Like, that's an L.
Basically, take your L and go. Like, y'all don't get it.
I'm not here to, you know, try to rat on anybody. I'm not here to try to, you know, flame nobody or nothing like that. That's really not my style. And I don't feel like this needs to be a terribly long video. But these are serious topics that need to be discussed. And honestly, it's more about reflection than discussion. Like,
you said that.
Do better.
That's it. Like, if you don't know, ask. And if you get told one way or the other, accept that. Right? And respect people's limits. Like, even if you've earned my submission, right? You have consent to do things, right? Whether they be sexual or not. If I tell you what you do not have consent for, do not try to push me into consent. That is called coercion, and that is also wrong.
Yeah, that's sexual assault. Just let's call a spade a spade. Also, the other argument, the whole, oh, it's gonna make it weird or it's gonna kill the vibe if I ask.
Consent is sexy.
Hey, you gonna let me fuck tonight? That's gonna kill the mood.
Yeah.
Now, so you won't let me do that thing you like?
Yup.
There's an art to it. And you want to push that button?
We'll talk to y'all later.